Okay, I will explain this concept in simple way. Okay, keep remember and do practice. So one time activity, if you learn and if you are get clear all the topics at once, then it will be very clear. And for future, anytime if you get a requirement, obviously frequently we will use this. Okay, to resizing of LVM, logical volume partitions. Okay, సో హౌ టు డూ దట్, దీన్ని ఎలా చేస్తాం ఏమని చూడండి. దీన్ని ఎల్విఎం అంటారు, లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ మేనేజర్ అంటారు. ఓకే, మామూలుగా పార్టీషన్ చేస్తాము. సో లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ మేనేజర్ ఇక్కడ ఎల్విఎం యూజ్ చేసి కూడా పార్టీషన్ చేస్తాం. బట్ మామూలుగా పార్టీషన్ చేయడము ప్లస్ ఎల్విఎం ద్వారా పార్టీషన్ చేయడము, వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ అమంగ్ దమ్? ఓకే, డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి, దీనివల్ల మనకి అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి, ఎల్విఎం వల్ల అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి? ఇప్పుడు మన EC2 సర్వర్ లో మల్టిపుల్ వాల్యూమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఒక సర్వర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాము, సర్వర్ డిస్క్స్ అనేది అటాచ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, సో మాక్సిమం ఎన్ని డిస్క్ అటాచ్ చేయొచ్చు ఒక EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్?
సారీ,
okay, create a logical volume and a partition created on Amazon Elastic Block Storage EBS volume. Okay, let me explain you step by step. Make a document untadi, so just go through that. Sir explain చేసిన తర్వాత ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్ చూడండి. Okay, so how to create a logical volumes and partition created on a EBS volume. Okay, so first ఏమేం స్టెప్స్ ఏం చేయబోతాను చెప్తాను. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ నీడ్ టు డిప్లాయ్ వన్ EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్. EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఒకటి డిప్లాయ్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ డిప్లాయ్ చేసిన తర్వాత మల్టిపుల్ 3 తీసుకున్నాము, 3 EBS వాల్యూమ్స్, 3 EBS వాల్యూమ్స్. ఓకే, 3 EBS వాల్యూమ్ తీసుకుంటాం అండ్ అటాచ్ టు EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్. EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ కి అటాచ్ చేస్తాం ఈ 3 వాల్యూమ్స్. ఓకే, EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఏ రీజియన్ లో అయితే ఉంటుందో EBS వాల్యూమ్ ఆల్సో మస్ట్ బి ఇన్ ద సేమ్ రీజియన్. ఓకే, సో కీప్ రిమెంబర్ దిస్. సో EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ and EBS volume must be in same availability zone. Okay, keep remember AZ, just I will mention as AZ. So must be in same availability. Why? In order to attach these volumes to the EC2 instance. ఇవి EBS వాల్యూమ్స్ ఏవైతే క్రియేట్ చేస్తామో ఆ క్రియేట్ చేసిన EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ అటాచ్ చేయాలి అంటే EBS వాల్యూమ్స్ EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ మస్ట్ బి ఇన్ సేమ్ అవైలబిలిటీ జోన్ అనేది ఉండాలి. అర్థమైనా? అవైలబిలిటీ జోన్ కాదు, సారీ, availability. Okay, must be in a same availability. This is known. Okay, so remember, then after that what we will do, that we will verify whether it is attached or not. Once get attached and we ensure okay it has been get attached, then what we will do, that we will go to the terminal. Okay, so terminal, then under the terminal what we will do, that the first step is step 1. So we need to verify. Okay, so how many disks are there? To verify that what are the commands is there, whether it is mounted or not. If you want to know that, what is the command? H-T is the command. Okay, what are the disks are there, whether it is partition or LVM missions, or whether it is get mounted or not. All this, what is the type of file system, everything, this is where we can ensure that. Okay, we can get it all these details. Then after that, how many disks are there on console level, if you want to be get verified, what is the command? LSBLK. Okay, if you want to see the verify the file system, you can give a F. Okay, so LSBLK and space -F. -F, it stands for file system. It will get display along with the disk. Actually this LSBLK, whatever the like volumes are get attached to the EC2 instance, all EBS volumes, it will be get it will be get displayed by using this lsblk command. But additionally, if you want the file system of the disk, so you need to be extend, you need to be passing file a command -f. Okay. So next after that, what you will do that you can f disk -f, or just you can fire a command f disk -l. What are the partitions are there, and if you want to be do the partition, everything from here we can get it start. Okay, once it's good morning, ma'am. Namaste. So once it is done, what we need to do that? So we need to do the partition of LVM. Okay, logical volume manager. Okay, we saw that, right? So how can we do that? The very first thing we need to create a, what is that? We need to create a physical volumes. First, remember physical volume PV. I will name it as a PV. Then after that, physical volumes PV. Okay, PV stands for physical volume. Remember, physical volumes. First, we need to create a physical volumes of 3 EBS1. Of 3 EBS volume. This is some of the it will be a tricky part. Okay, just keep try to understand. It would be very easy. Okay, once you understood, it would be very easy. Otherwise, it will be always tricky part. So next one is PV, physical volume. We need to volume groups. We need to create a volumes group. Okay, VG stands for volume group. Volume group. Okay, so volume group of the EBS volumes. EBS volume. So if you want, there are 3 EBS volume. If we want, we can make it 3 disks into the group. If you can make into the group. So VG is nothing but volume group of the EBS volume. If you want to make it a group of the physical volumes of 2 EBS volume, you can do that. Or if you want to no 3 EBS volume, you want to make it a group, you can do that. Okay, as per the requirement, we can do this. We can make it as a volume as a group. Okay, all volume 3 volume we are making into the one group. Okay, that is the what this volume groups it will be does. Okay, next one is logical volumes. This is the final step. This is the logical volume LG. Okay, so LV. Okay, so LV. So what we can do here, logical volume. Okay, logical volumes. So once we done this logical volume, then we will create a file system. Create a file system. Yes, file system, and we'll mount it. Mount it to the direct. Okay, this is the what we are going to do that. This is high level, just I have to, but PV create. Once you get created to verify that, okay, we can PV, yes, we can give the command PV scan. You can use this command or PV display. Okay, PV display. So it will get display. These 3 commands, you can use PVS and PV scan, where it will brief description, PV scan, and PV display also it will give the complete description. Okay, if you want short description, you can go ahead with the PVS. Same way here also, if you want to ensure that whether what is the volume group name, what is the volume, how much of volume it has the groups volumes, how many volumes are get created under this group. These all those details if you want to ensure that. what we need to do? Just VGS. Okay. And after that, VG scan. Same comments. Okay. Just it will be replace the word. Okay. Then next one is VG display. Okay. The same with the third one also. Okay. Logical volumes also, to ensure that to all these details, what is the commands are we will use? LVS. Next one is LV scan. Okay. Next one is LV display. Okay, keep remember this. Okay, so now we have additional commands are there. I will explain you. This is all about the partitioning and disk and resizing of the disk and recreating the disk and resizing the disk and reducing the disk size and volumes groups and everything we can do by using these commands. Okay, just keep remember and we will go process. Okay, step by step. First, what we will do that we will launch the one EC2 instance and we will create 3 EBS volumes and we will attach to the EC2 instance and it should be make sure that should be in same availability zone and we will get into connect to the terminal and step one we will verify all those details, how many disks are there and console level. What are there that what are the details and what are the file systems, everything we will get verified. Then after that we'll create a physical volume of the disk and we will make into the group of the disk and after that we will create a logical volume and after that we will create a file system and we will mount the file system to the direct. Okay, so we need to create a directory and we need to mount the volumes to the mounted path of the direct. Okay, this is the our agenda. Okay, this is the things we need to do. So it's very easy if you understood. Okay, otherwise it will be like tricky part. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, we will go ahead and okay, let me create one EC2 instance. So I will create new EC2 instance. Okay, so LVM, I will name it as a LVM. What is that LVM? Logical Volume Manager. Okay, so just remember. One of the important in real time, we will use this. Okay, so I will show you that even in my current organization where we are using, I will show you that I have all snippets, all mails regarding this LVM and we have been attached. All those things I will show you. So, okay, next, okay, let it be and keep it on data. Okay, so next one is let it be this as default, no problem. We don't want anything. Let it be 8 GB large EC2s. Okay, so view all instances. Let me delete this EC2s. We don't want this. మీకు తొందరగా కంప్లీట్ చేసుకున్నారంటే ఐఏఎం విపిసిలో ఇంకా కొన్ని కాన్సెప్ట్ విపిసి ఎండ్ పాయింట్స్ విపిసి ఫ్లో లాగ్స్ ట్రాఫిక్స్ డ్రాప్ అయినా అంటే ఎక్కడ మనకి ప్యాకెట్స్ డ్రాప్ అయినాయి ఏమి ఎట్లా ఇన్షూర్ చేసుకోవాలి సెక్యూర్ గా మనం ఎస్రీ బకెట్ పబ్లిక్ సర్వర్ నుంచి ప్రైవేట్ సర్వర్స్ మనకి డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎస్రీ బకెట్ ఎట్లా యాక్సెస్ చేస్తాము, ఫైల్స్ ఎట్లా అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాము, తర్వాత పర్మిషన్స్ ఎట్లా మేనేజ్ చేస్తాము, రీసోర్సెస్ పర్మిషన్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తాము, ఆ పాలసీస్ ఎట్లా జనరేట్ చేస్తాము, ఇవన్నీ కంప్లీట్ అయినాయి అంటే ఆర్డిఎస్ ఇవన్నీ కంప్లీట్ అయితే రియల్ టైమ్ నేను ఒక మీకు ప్రాజెక్ట్ పిహెచ్పి ప్రాజెక్ట్ తీసుకొని మీకు రియల్ టైం ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ డయాగ్రామ్ మనమే గీసి దాన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేద్దాం, చేసి ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. దెన్ మీకు కంప్లీట్ గా అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ నుంచి డేటాబేస్ ఎట్లా కమ్యూనికేట్ అవుతుంది, వెబ్ సర్వర్ నుంచి ఎట్లా కమ్యూనికేట్ అవుతుంది, వెబ్ సర్వర్స్, అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్స్, డిబి సర్వర్స్ అన్ని ప్రైవేట్ సబ్నెట్ లో ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లోడ్ బ్యాలెన్సర్ ద్వారా ఎట్లా మనం యాక్సెస్ చేస్తాము, ఎక్స్టర్నల్ లోడ్ బ్యాలెన్సర్ ఎన్ఎల్బి ఉండి ఇంటర్నల్ లోడ్ బ్యాలెన్సర్ మనకి ఏఎల్బి ఉంటుంది, అలా ఉన్నప్పుడు మనము ఎట్లా మనం యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తాము, ఓకే. సో తర్వాత క్రాష్ జోన్, అవైలబిలిటీ, లోడ్ బ్యాలెన్సర్ అంటే ఏమి, ఇవన్నీ వన్ బై వన్ చూద్దాము. మీరు కొంచెం చెప్పి నేర్చుకుంటే నేను కొంచెం ముందుకు పోయినా మీకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు, లేదంటే మీకు అన్నీ మర్చిపోతారు. మీకు ఏం నేర్చుకున్నారు ఏముందో మీకే తెలియదు. ఓకే, let it be. Now it is in running state. Let me connect to this EC2 instance. Okay, so ఇంకో 20 days పట్టినా మీరు ప్రాపర్ గా నేర్చుకుంటే మీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ మీరు చేసుకుంటారు, మీ వర్క్ మీరు చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, లెట్ ఇట్ బి. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ సుడో ఎస్యు. సాయి, నీకు ఇది గుర్తులేదంటే ఫస్ట్ రాసుకో. నేను కమాండ్స్ అన్ని చెప్తాను. కమాండ్ 1 or 2 days మీకు లినక్స్ కమాండ్ చెప్తాను. యూజర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ప్యాకేజ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఫైల్ పర్మిషన్ సెట్ చేంజ్ చేయడం, ఏం చేయడం, ఫైల్స్ ఎడిట్ చేయడము, నేను విజువల్ ఎడిటర్ వాటిలో ఎట్లా దాని మీద వర్క్ చేయాలి, ఏమేమి కమాండ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఏమి దాన్ని మేనేజ్ చేయడం, ఇవన్నీ చెప్తాను నేను. ఓకే, సో జస్ట్ సుడో మీన్స్ రూట్ యూజర్ స్విచ్ చేయాలి అంతే. ఇక్కడ రూట్ చూడు, యూసీ2 ఐపన్ యూజర్ నుంచి. సో ఇక్కడ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ యూజర్, ఇక్కడ రూట్ యూజర్, సూపర్ యూజర్ అంటారు. ఎస్యు అంటే సూపర్ యూజర్. జస్ట్ ఐ స్విచ్ టు సూపర్ యూజర్. ఓకే, దట్స్ ఇట్. ఓకే, సో ఇది డిఫాల్ట్ యూజర్ నుంచి రూట్ యూజర్. ఈ రూట్ యూజర్ కెన్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ that is the reason I have been the very first comment that I have been used sudo su. Okay, so let it be. Now we are in under the root user, present working directory, who I am, where you are, who am I, or who am I. You see that. Okay, you see to hyphen user. Okay, so host name, who is the host name, who is the host right now. Okay, you can see that. Okay, these all those things you can get it, and you can change these host names as well. These all those details, to verify these details you should know this. Okay, so who am I? Okay, let it be cd hyphen that does this. I will explain you this all those comments. Okay, right now don't focus on this. Let's we will stick to EBS volume mounting. Okay, so to do that, the very first command, as I said, that df space hyphen h. Okay, so here you can see that this is the file system and size and use, what is the volume size it has been used, and what is the available space, and what is the used percentage, and what is mounted on. Okay, specific directory we will get created, and this volume. Okay, we are going to be get mounted. Okay, you can create the partitions. Now we can see that this is one of the /dev xvda v1 is the 8 GB of volume. So this is the root volume. Okay, so while we deploy the EC2 instance, so under the volume session, by default, if you are deploying the Linux machines, there will be 8 GB of volume. So under this 8 GB of volume, it has been get utilized 1.5 GB. Why this space? Who has occupied this space 1.5 GB? ఎవరు దేనికోసం ఈ 1.5 GB యూటిలైజేషన్ అవుతా ఉంది? ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ లినక్స్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఏఎంఐ ఉందా? తర్వాత ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమే కదా ఏఎంఐ అంటే. ఏఎంఐకి నేను ఆల్రెడీ మీకు చెప్పాను, ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్స్ ఉంటాయండి. వాటిలో హైరార్కీ, ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ హైరార్కీ అని చెప్పారు. అవి ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? సో రూట్ డైరెక్టరీలో ఉంటాయి. ఈ రూట్ డైరెక్టరీలో ఓకే, ఇక్కడ స్లాష్ అంటే రూట్ డైరెక్టరీ. ఓకే, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో జస్ట్ దీని మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తే చూడండి, ఇవన్నీ డైరెక్టరీస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, లింక్డ్ డైరెక్టరీస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ డైరెక్టరీస్ లో మళ్ళీ మల్టిపుల్ డైరెక్టరీస్ ఉంటాయి, మల్టిపుల్ ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వీటికి అన్నిటికీ స్పేస్ అనేది అవసరం, ఇవి టు గెట్ స్టోర్. ఓకే, టు గెట్ స్టోర్ ఇట్ రిక్వైర్స్ సమ్ స్పేస్. This who is providing this EBS volume? Okay, under this there are totally 8 GB of volume. Under this 8 GB of volume, 1.5 GB is being utilized by this root directory. Okay, so this is the file hierarchy. Okay, just keep remember. Okay, present working directory where you are right now root. Okay, slash in the sense means root under the this file hierarchy. This file hierarchy it will be it required 1.5 GB to store this all these files. Okay, so who is providing EBS volume? Okay, keep remember now available 16.5 GB percentage and is mounted on slash. Okay, it has been get mounted on the slash. Remember this. Next one is we got it right. So we are clear about it. Now only one disk we have been attached. So here only we have been attached the only one disk. Let me attach the EBS volume, two more EBS volume. So to do that, first what I need to do that I need to create a EBS volume. So we need to be make sure that this is the EC2 instance is deployed under the which of the availability mode. Here you can see that in 2A. Okay, let me go to volumes and under the volumes, I will create two volumes. Okay, so I have already volumes are there. Here you can see that volume status is okay. So available now it will be available state. So there are multiple volumes. So let me delete this all. Not all. You know how to create the volumes, right? So let me delete this. Okay, I have been deleted. Only there is only 8 GB of volume. Let me create two volumes. So this is, let me give a set 20 and one more is 30. Okay, 20 GB of volume. It must be in availability zone 2A. Yeah, it's in 2A. We are good. Let me create a EBS volume. So one more EBS volume. Let me create one more EBS volume with 30 GB. Okay, so let me create with 30 GB. So next is make sure that it should be availability zone 2A. We are good. Let's create a volume. So it's get created. Okay, you can verify here and whether it is available or here you can see that and attachment. We have not been attached to any of the EC2 instances. Okay, so far we have not been attached to any of the sources. Okay, so now volume status is good. We are okay. Okay, let me attach first. Okay, let me attach this volume to where to the EC2 instance, existing EC2 instance already which is in running, LVM, the machine name that we have given, and device, map the device name. Okay. So this slash dev is a common. After that, as your wish, you can take any of this. You can follow this slash dev xvdf or instead of slash dev, instead of xv, you can take it as sdp. Okay. SDF. Okay. You can take either any of it. Okay. So that's your wish. Okay, let it be. So if it is already it is used, then XVDA already it's used for the already used into the root directory. So it will be grayed out. Okay, then apart from that, SDB, I will choose as SDB for this. Attach volume. Okay. For next one more volume is there. This is the volume, right? So let me check the which is the available one, last one. Okay, so here you can see that this has been attached. So last one is available. Let me get select, go to actions, attach volumes and instance, select the existing EC2 instance, select the device name and device already A is used, already B also used. Okay, there are two EBS volume. Let me follow the uniform. Okay, A, B, C. Next volume is device name is C. Okay, so that's good. Okay, you can select SDC or XVDC. Okay, you can get select either any of it. So below, if you come, there will be XVD, BC also. So if you want, you can select that is also okay. XVDC, DBC, XVDB. There will be a multiple. If whatever you want, you can get select. Okay, these are the available one. You need to get the select. Okay, let it be. So you see that now three volumes have been get attached. So here you can see that it has been get attached. Is everything is okay. Let's go to terminal. Okay. So let me go to the terminal. Now we can verify it. If you fire the command dm space -h. So nothing you will get. There is no any information regarding the disk, the one which we have been attached. Until unless you have mount, okay? So you supposed to be mount. Until unless you will not get any information of the volumes that earlier that what we have been attached, okay? So if you want to know the disk, whatever the EBS volume that we have been attached to the EC2 instance, what is the command? Here you can see that LSBLK, okay? So LSBLK. So now you can see that how many disks XVDB. Okay, so instead of SDB, it has given XVDB. It could be both are fine. Okay, both are same. Don't get confused. Okay, so here you can see that this is the one of the disk 20 GB. So one more disk we have attached. You can see that 30 GB. Nothing. There is no any partitions. Nothing to these devices. For 8 GB, you can see that this is a 8 GB. Already there is a by default there will be a partition. Okay, it will be managed by AWS. Root volume, okay, we are not going to be resizing, or you can resize that, but partition, this all everything will be managed by the voting purpose. These are the they are going to be do the partition. Partition means making into the 10 volume, 8 GB into making into one volume, 10 of MB volume, for the partition voting purpose. It will be for different purposes. Okay, so there will be application for others or any other files. We will make into separate partitions. That's it. Okay, so keep remember. Okay, now two disks are there. Now if you want to LSBLK hyphen file system of this file system of the disk, if you want to those details, LSBLK hyphen F. Okay, if you fire this command, you can get this option file system. This is XFS. Okay, so we don't have any file system. These two EBS volume and there is no any information. It has not been mounted. There is no volume. Okay, we have not created any volume. So here you can see that. Okay, so here you can see the file system availability 6.4 GB, file system use 1960 GB. So until unless mounting, we cannot able to use this disk. Okay, keep remember. So if you want to use this, these are right now it is raw data. Okay, 20 GB and 30 GB, these are raw data. When we can use this data, when we can read and write, you can do something only once you mount that, then only you can use this 20 GB and 30 GB. As of now, it is raw data. Raw data means we cannot use right now. మనం వీటిని ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ అయితే వీటిని ఏమీ యూజ్ చేసుకోలేము. దీన్ని రా డేటా అంటారు. దీన్ని మౌంట్ చేయాలి. మౌంట్ చేసిన తర్వాత మాత్రమే ఈ డేటాను వాడుకుంటాం. ఓకే, okay, let it be. Now file system also is not there, so you can there is a file system. Okay, what is there? XFS is there, .ext4 is there, ext3 is there, but ext3 right now we are not using. Okay, so stick to XFS and .ext4 file system. Okay, let it be. Now what is that? So now we are good. Now we need to do this mounting point. Before we do the mounting point, I want to make it to this into a one group. 20 GB, 30 GB ని నేను ఏం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను? ఒక గ్రూప్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఓకే, సో ఒక గ్రూప్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. గ్రూప్ చేయాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ వీ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ ఫిజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ పివి. ఓకే, యాజ్ పర్ ద ఇక్కడ కూడా నేను చెప్పిన దాని ప్రకారం ఫస్ట్ we need to create a physical volume. First point, keep remember. Okay, next one is volume groups. We need to make it a groups. Or physical volumes create chesi, what we group chesi, then we need to create a logical volume. So we need to be ensure that LVM is installed or on. Okay, by default, with the operating system, sometimes operating in some of the operating system, LVM is already get installed. If you fire the LVM, so you see that LVM command is not found. Okay, it's not get installed. So it's not found. So what you need to do that the very first time, yum install. This is Linux. So I am using a repository name is yum. If you are using Ubuntu, then apt. You need to, instead of yum, you need to use a apt. Okay, I will explain you Linux commands. I will explain you what is this M, what it will be do, and under this what are the default packages, who will manage these packages, everything we will discuss. M install, LVM and star. What are the related of this LVM manager packages? So all the packages, it should be automatically, it will be get installed. Okay, that is the meaning of M install, LVM star space hyphen hyphen why we are using, again it will get ask you, okay, whether you need to be S or no, you need to be get installed or not. So instead of again it is going to be get asked, I'm giving over here hyphen. Let it be, let's see that. Okay, so LVM. Now we can see that here now it came and it is getting asking, is this okay for you? Okay, so okay means you can give S, okay, or just simply Y also. Then this all the packages of the LVM, okay, all the dependencies and everything packages of the LVM manager, okay, logical volume manager, this is going to be get installed. Okay, let it be get installed. Okay, now it's successfully installed. What are the packages? These all the packages. These all packages from where it get. సో మనం ఏదైనా ప్యాకేజెస్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలంటే వెదర్ వెబ్సైట్ నుంచి తీసుకోవాలా, ఇది పబ్లిక్ సబ్నెట్ అయితే ఓకే, ప్రైవేట్ సబ్నెట్ అయితే వాటికి ఇంటర్నెట్ ఉండదు, మరి ప్రాక్సీ ద్వారాను లేదా మనం ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి, డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి ప్రైవేట్ సర్వర్ నుంచి సంథింగ్, మనకి డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ తో పాటు ఎం అనే డైరెక్టరీ ఉంటాయి, ఆ డైరెక్టరీలో ఇవి ఆల్రెడీ ప్యాకేజెస్ కొన్ని ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ ప్యాకేజెస్ ఉంటాయి, ఆ ప్యాకేజెస్ ని నేను డౌన్లోడ్ చేశాను. ఓకే, రిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి ఎం, ఎం అనే దాన్ని ఇచ్చి ఇన్స్టాల్ అని ఇచ్చి ఎల్విఎం ఇచ్చాను. సో మరి ఎల్విఎం ప్యాకేజెస్, ఈ ప్యాకేజెస్ ఈ పైనుండి ఇన్ని ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్ని ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చినాయి, ఈ ఎం అనే ఒక రిపాజిటరీ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, ఇది ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ ఓఎస్ తోనే వస్తుంది, దాంట్లోనే ఆ ప్యాకేజ్ ఉంటా, ఆ ప్యాకేజ్ అప్డేట్ చేస్తానే ఉంటారు. అందుకే మనం ప్రతిసారి ఏం చేస్తామంటే లాగిన్ అయినప్పుడు ఎం అప్డేట్ స్పేస్ ఐఫన్ వై అని కొడతాం. ఏదన్నా ప్యాకేజెస్ కానీ ఏదైనా కానీ అప్డేట్స్ పడున్న ఈ ఎం అనే రిపాజిట్ లో ఈ ఎం వీఆర్ గెట్టింగ్ అప్డేటింగ్ దిస్ ఎం. ఓకే, దే విల్ కీప్ updating these repositories. So if anything updates are getting and need to be upgrade or update this M, then we will fire this command. Okay, let it be. Now we get installed. Now we can see that LVM, if we fire this command, so there you can see that this is how it should be get redirect. Then we can ensure that it has been get installed. Okay, so if you want to take the help and what we can do this LVM, so just help, you can see that we can do this all those things. Okay, what are the things we can do? That we can configure, we can dump configuration, LV change, LV create, LV convert, LV create, logical volumes we can get created, resize that configuration, everything. Okay, so here you can PV create, physical volumes. Okay, PV change, PV create, we can do the PV create, PV move. Okay, so resize everything. Next, volume groups. Here we can create a volume groups. We can extend the volume groups. We can extend the volume groups. Okay, volume VG create. We can do all these things. This is the what about the information of the LVM. By using this LVM VG scan, I told you, right? VG scan. This everything. This is the where we can do it. Okay, I hope you are clear. So now let me create a physical volumes. Okay, so to create a physical volume PV, so what are the commands that we can use? That before that we need to know the what are the disks. Okay, we need to create as a physical volumes. So ls blk, if you fire this command you will know that these are the two disks. Okay, we need to make it a physical volume and we need to make these two volumes, okay, into a group. Okay, to do that vg create. Okay, what is that volume group we are creating? This is the meaning of it. What are those? Slash dev slash xvdb, you can use xvdc or sdb also you can use. Instead of, you can replace with xv as a, what is that? So xvdb you can use, or sdb also you can use, no problem. Okay, let me stick to xvdb. Okay, DB is the one of the volume. We are creating as a physical, not a group. Physical volume first we need to create. PV create, physical volumes. Okay, first let me create a PV create. PV create means physical volumes are creating. So one is /dev. One more is, so multiple you can over here at one command you can deploy all these physical volumes you can get created. XV, so XV and what is that? DC. DC and DB and DC, two are the disks are there. We are creating as a physical volume. That is a command. Okay. So don't by heart, try to understand, just keep practice. That's it. You will get everything. Okay. So you can see that physical volume of the disk successfully created. Physical volume of DC, DB successfully created. Creating device file system /etc. These all information, it will be under the /etc LVM devices system.d devices. That is the complete information of the physical volumes we get created. Now we need to ensure that whether it's get created or not. PV, yes, you can give that. The first command I told you, right? It will short. Okay, so physical volumes. You can see that /dev SDB, both are same, don't get confused. SDB is same, XVDB is also same. Okay, you can either XVDB you can use or SDB also you can use. Don't get confused. Okay, so this format LVM2 and this is LVM2, 20 GB and 30 GB. You can see that free space and everything. Okay, physical volume side, physical volume free, everything is free. We are not using any more. Okay, so we are good. So PV scan also we can use. This command also we can use. So it will give the bit of description. So this is the volume size and total is 2. Okay, physical volume total size is 50 GB, 20, 30, 50 GB in use 00, nothing. So it has given all the complete information. And PV display, it will give more description. PV display. Don't by heart. Okay, commands don't by heart. Just try to understand. That's it. You see that it has new physical volumes, PV name, physical volume group. We have not created any volume group. We have not, to that we have not added into the group this physical volumes. So physical volume size, everything allocation, and next one is device SDC. Physical volume is 30 GB. We have not created any VG and we have not attached to groups. Nothing allocated, everything it has given the information. Okay, let me create a group. Okay, this I will attach to the group. So to attach that, before that, we need to create a group name. Okay, we don't have any group right now. So VG create. Okay, what we are doing? Volume groups we are creating. VG create, you can give any name. So it's for good practice. Mount group. So let it be, it can be any name. Okay, I will mention as a mount group, VG mount. So this is the name, VG create mount group. So what are the volumes that we are going to be making to the group? So this is the disk. Okay, /dev SDC. Okay, /dev. This is the disk. We are under the, it will be get created the group, and under this group, these two volumes is going to be get added. Okay, /dev SDB. Okay, one more is /dev /dev SDC. SDC. Okay, so we have only two volumes. So if additionally, if you want one more volume, what we need to do that? You need to go to the console, you need to create a volume, you need to attach to the EC2 cell. Then again, you need to be come back to the terminal and you need to check LSBLK whether the device is attached or not. These are those things you need to ensure that. After that, what you need to do that? You need to create a volume groups, physical values, PV create. Okay, and the followed by the disk name. Okay, then it will be get created. Again, what you can do that? You can make it this physical volume to this group, VG create and mount group, and you can give the followed by the disk name. That's it. Okay, so let me create. So now it's successfully volume group is mount group successfully created. If you want to be verify this volume groups VGS. Okay, you can VGS. You can see that mount group is physical volume. So two physical volumes are there. So these, what is the size of that? 50 GB, 49.99 GB. Okay, free is, we have made it these two as a group. Okay, volume we have made it as a physical volume group. So now suppose this, now two disks we added into one group. Two physical volumes or two devices, EBS volumes, we made into a group. That is the advantage of LVM. Okay, so keep remember. So directly if you do the partition, you cannot make two disks or three disks into a group. But in the case of LVM, we can make into the group. And suppose this GB you want to use for some application purpose, suppose 10 GB. Okay, or for logs 10 more GB, 15 GB. For any other purpose processing or others, if you want to use for 15 GB, and you can use that, you can create a logical volume and you can get created. Okay, so let's create it. Now just imagine there is a this we have grouped into the 50 GB, right? This 50 GB I want to use it for 15 GB. Make it a plan, 15 GB for application. Whatever the application related information or something, if you want to be, for application to deploy or something, okay, we will use this 15 GB. 15 GB dedicatedly we are allocating for the applications only. Okay, next 10 GB suppose for logs. Only in this 10 GB logs should be get, deploy. It should utilize this volume, 10 GB of volume only for to get storing the logs. So next, what is that? Next, suppose 20 GB, we will make it a 20 GB for others. Okay, unanimously. So there will be a multi-purpose. So 20 GB for others. Let's make it as a others. May name it as others. Okay. So we are making into the logical volume. 50 we group. Then what we are doing? This is not a physical volume. We can this is the logical volume. So you can make it 15, 5 GB, or we are just, it's a logical volume. Okay, so that physical volume we made into the group and we are making it to the slips as per the requirement. Split into as per the requirement. Okay, let it be get created. Okay, now what we need to do that? We need to create a, what is that? Group. Now we need to utilize this 40 GB. For application, I want to utilize 15 GB. What we need to do that? Logical volume, LV, create. Okay, so no need to by heart. CREATE logical volume. LV CREATE. Okay, LV create. So ఇక్కడ మైనస్ ఎన్ ఐఫన్ ఎన్ అని కూడా అంటాం. నేమ్ ఎల్వి క్రేజ్. ఇక్కడ లాజికల్ నేమ్ దేనికోసం వాడుతున్నాను అనుకుంటున్నాను? అప్లికేషన్స్ కోసం వాడాలి. ఎంత జీబీ వాడాలి ఈ 40 జీబీలో అంటే లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్. సో ఐఫన్ ఎల్ ఫర్ లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్, ఎన్ ఫర్ స్టాండ్ ఫర్ నేమ్. సో హౌ మచ్ ఆఫ్ జీబీ? సో ఎల్వి క్రియేట్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ప్లస్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఎల్వి క్రియేట్ ఎల్వి తర్వాత దీన్ని రెడ్యూస్ చేయొచ్చు, డిక్రీజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎల్వి డిక్రీజ్ చేయాలి అంటే మైనస్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ బదులు మైనస్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఎంత అనుకున్నాను? 15 GB. ఓకే, సో 15 G అని మాత్రం క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్లో ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇది ఎక్కడి నుంచి యూజ్ చేసుకున్నాం? ఈ 15 GB ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఈ వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ లో ఉంది. కాబట్టి స్లాష్ డెవ్ ఇచ్చి స్లాష్ వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ నేమ్ ఏమి? మౌంట్ గ్రూప్. దీంట్లో కదా 40 GB ఉంది. దీని నుంచి 50 జీబీలో నుంచి నేను 15 GB నేను అప్లికేషన్స్ కు వాడుకుంటున్నాను. లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, మౌంట్ గ్రూప్ GROUP. ఓకే, అర్థమైందా? ఈ 40 జీబీలో 15 జీబీని నేను అప్లికేషన్స్ కి ఈ 15 GB సపరేట్ గా నేను క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను. లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఈ లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ మెంట్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ అప్లికేషన్ టు డిప్లాయ్. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so let's see. So now we can see that logical volume application let's get created. So LVS same comments. Okay, if you want to verify this LVS or LV scan, you can use that. Okay, 15 GB, you can see that. Now logical volume size is okay. I think now you got it, right? So LV scan, you can use that LV scan as well. So if you want to use that LV scan, you can see that what is the dev mount group and application 15 GB. So you can see that from the mount group, there is a 50 GB. Out of that, for application, it is giving 15 GB. That is about logical volume 15 GB that we have. Reduce. Okay, that is a how. I guess you are clear right now, right? Okay. LV display. Okay, logical value. If you want the complete details, so you can see that. So 15 GB LV current segments allocation, current block device, LV group, VG name, from which of the VG grade, what is the logical volume name, application, okay, VG name, okay, what is the physical volume, all the details you can get it from here. Got it. So what is the volume size? Everything you can get it. I know if you use the LV scan, LV display, it will give the complete information. Okay, right. We are good. So right now we are good. So we will create one more logical volume for the as per our requirement. What I said that 15 for application, 10 GB for the logical volume. Still is available. If you want to see the group size, okay. Now what is the group size and what is available and how we can see that VG scan. If you give the VG scan, volume group scan or display, and you can see that what is the free space is there. Okay, so found volume group, mount group, using metadata. Okay, VG display. Okay, so here you can check it. Okay, physical volume size, mount to system D format. VG group. VG display. What is the VG display mount point, right? VG display, VG display volume group name is a mount group, and what is the resizable and metadata to agrees, and 40 volume group size is 40 GB, and what is the utilization here you can see. So physical volume. So this is a physical attachment. The size is 15 GB already used. So 3 GB. How much is the 3 GB here you can check it. Now 34 GB is available into this group. So I can create with the 10 more GB. I will going to be allocate from 34 GB, 10 GB for the logs. So how can we do that? So logical volumes we need to create. LV create. So LV create. How much? What is the LV create? So logical volume. What is the name? Already we have a name. LV create. So what is the name? So no need to create a, so name we need to create. This is the volume 10 GB we are going to allocate for the logs. So this is the logs. Just I will give us a name and logical volume L. How much of GB that we are planning? So 10 GB. So 10 GB. Okay. So from where we are allocating this 10 GB slash dev and slash, what is that? What is the group name? Mount group. So mount group GROUP. So you can verify this. This is a mount group. Okay, it has 34 GB. Out of 30, we are giving 10 GB to the logs. And where it will give a logical volume, it will be get created. And with 10 GB, this 10 GB can use for only for to get store the logs. Okay, that's it. Now it's get created. Now, if you want to see that how many logical volumes are there, LVS. Okay, there will be 2 volumes. Application logs. You can see that. For others, if I want to, logical volumes want to create for others, how we can create this? LV create simple. Okay, LV create hyphen name others. Okay, so next one is what is that? After LV create hyphen, suppose L is the logical volume, make it as a 15 more GB. So 15 GB. If you want to see that after allocating, if this is 15, this is 10, 25, there are approximately, there are still 25 GB is there. So for 15, I'm allocating for the others. Okay. So from where I'm allocating dev slash mount point. Okay. So mount group is the name of the group. Mount group. GROUP. That's it. Okay. Very good. So let's fire the command. That's it. It's get created LVS. Okay. Logical volumes. You can see that logical volume. There are 3 logical volumes. So into the group, how much of space is still it is there? VGS display. Display. If you want to see that, still in the group, how much volume VG display. Okay, so if you want to be verified, how much of the GB free space is now only 9 GB, 40 GB we have utilized. Okay, so for logical volume, that's it. Okay, now I want to make it what I need to do that? File system format, I need to do that. I want to do the mounting. That's it. 2 more steps is there. Everything is done. So 2 more steps is there. Final step is create a file system and we'll mount it to the directory. So if we fire this command, so df space -h. So it is not mounted still. You can see that there is no, it has only information of the 8 GB. There is no any 20 GB, 30 GB or other than that logical volumes, that nothing information is there. We need to get the information, it should be get mounted. That is our plan. It should be display under this mount point. Okay. Okay, let it be. Now what we need to do that? We need to do the file system. If you want to verify that lsblk-f. So this is the -f is the tag to verify the file system of the map devices. Now we have created, right? You can see that xvdb. Okay, so there is a mount application something. Okay, so but there is no any file system. If you see that under this file system, so nothing is there. We need to be make it to the file system. So we have logical volume, one more for logs and mount for groups for others. We get created. There is no any file system for this. So first we need to be make it the file system. Then we need to be mount. Okay. So then only what is the free space, what is the availability, then we can use this value. So to do that, what we need to do that, we can make file system. Okay. Make mk file system. So make file system, you can use mkfs file system. So you can use either xfs. Here you can see that xfs they are using, and .ext4 you can use. That is your wish. Whatever you want, you can use that. XFS. So make file system xfs. We will do the XFS for one, and for other two, we will do the .ext4. Make file system. To whom we need to do the make file system? Okay. To whom we need to do that? /dev. So to whom we need to do that? This whatever the mount point we have been done. Okay, so what is that? What is the group name? Mount point, right? So mount group, and after that, what is that? Applications. Okay, /application. So now what it is going to be happen to this application? This file system format is going to be get attached. Got it? mkfs dot fss xfs is the file system name. So to whom we are allocating this file system? /dev. There is under the mount group, there is an application. Logical volume is there. To this logical volume. Okay. So what we are doing that? We are doing the file system. No need to by heart anything. Okay. Keep remember. That's it. You need to understand. Okay. That's it. So now you see that retail, everything, a file system, resize, everything, it will give the all the information. So again, if you fire this lsblk, so -f to verify whether it has been get file system is get created or not. So now you can see that. So xfs. Now it is for application, it has been xfs. I guess you are clear right now, right? So we will do this for logs and others as well. Okay, let me do for the logs and others also. Okay, so to do that, first we will complete for these. Then after that, we will mount. I will create one directory mkdir. So I will mount it this application. Okay, logical one. So next for two, మీరు చెప్తే నేను చేస్తాను వీటికి. Okay, so let me do the make directory /mount directory. I can /chandra. You can give any name. Okay, this directory you can create any name of the directory. Okay, so just I will give as a Chandra. You can give any name. Now I'm going to be mount to this directory, this volume. Okay, so how can we do that? So mount, we are doing what is going to be mount? So we are going to be slash dev slash this mount group and application. Mount group under the mount group, by using this group, what we have done, logical volume created. What is the name of the logical volume? Application. Okay, application, that is the what we have done. So now we are going to be mount this logical volume to which directory? Slash mnt slash chandra. Okay, this is the directory I have created, right? So to this directory I am doing the mount. Okay, keep remember, this is important. This is the why we are doing all these things. So this is the final step. So now we are good. Okay, nothing we get it means that it has been done. To verify that, tf space hyphen h hyphen t, if you want you can give, or it is like optional. So this where it will display the file system also. That's it. Okay, so now we are good. Now you can see that. So one is file system, it's get created. You can see that this is the file system, type is XFS, 15 GB logical volume. Okay, so you can see that 15 GB 1% is, and it's get mounted. Now we are good. అర్థమైందా మీకు? హలో సాయి, మదన్ ఉన్నావా?
ఉన్నా, వినిపించట్లేదా?
ఆహా, ఇప్పుడు
హలో.
ఓకే, అర్థమైందా ఇప్పుడు
అర్థమైంది.
సాయి, నీకు అర్థమైంది? ఇంపార్టెంట్, వీళ్ళు మామూలు వాళ్ళు కూడా చేయలేదు ఇది, అర్థమైందా? మా దాంట్లో నేను అనాలిసిస్ చేసి దాని తర్వాత నేను మొత్తం మల్టిపుల్ అవి ఇవి చూసి నేను ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్లు ప్రిపేర్ చేసి అన్ని నేను చేశాను. అర్థమైందా? దీని మొత్తం కమెంట్స్ LVM టు ప్రిపేర్, ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏం చేయాలి, సెకండ్ స్టెప్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, ఏమి, నేను లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇవంతా యూట్యూబ్ చూసి, తర్వాత డాక్యుమెంట్స్ చూసి అన్ని చూసి దాని తర్వాత ఇవన్నీ మొత్తం ఫైనలైజ్ చేసి ఒక కొలిక్కి తీసుకొచ్చి ఈజీ టు హౌ టు అండర్స్టాండ్, హౌ వి కెన్ మేక్ ఇట్. ఇదంతా ఇప్పుడు వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ VGS మనకి ఎంత ఉంది, దీన్ని ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి డివైస్ క్రియేట్ చేసి 9 GB మనకి ఫ్రీ ఉంది. దీన్ని ఇప్పుడు ఇంకొక 30 నాకు ఒక 100 GB కావాలా, ఇంకొక వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి అటాచ్ చేసి దీన్ని మళ్ళీ వాల్యూమ్ ఫిజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి గ్రూప్ అటాచ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ నేను ఇప్పుడు రీసైట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఆల్రెడీ మనకి లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ ఉన్న లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్స్ ని LBS ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఈ లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్స్ రీసైజ్ చేయాలన్నా మళ్ళీ నేను ఇప్పుడు 10 GB లాగ్స్ కి అప్లికేషన్స్ కి యూటిలైజేషన్ కంప్లీట్ గా అయిపోయింది అనుకో, వాళ్ళు రిక్వైర్మెంట్ తో వస్తారు, దీని లాజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ సైజ్ ని 15 GB నుంచి ఒక 30 GB కి రీసైజ్ చేయంటారు. అర్థమైందా? సో దీని ఈ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఇలా ఉంటాయి. ఎలా చేయాలి, ఎలా చెక్ చేసుకో, దీన్ని రీసెట్ చేయాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ లో స్పేస్ ఉందా లేదా, వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ లో ఉందా లేదా అంటే ఎట్లా చెక్ చేయాలి, ఏమి లేదు అంటే కొత్తగా వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలా, అటాచ్ చేసి ఫిజికల్ వాల్యూమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి గ్రూప్ యాడ్ చేసి గ్రూప్ నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఈ గ్రూప్ లో ఫ్రీ సైజ్ ఇప్పుడు 9 ఉంది, వీడేమంటే 100 చేయమంటున్నాడు. దీన్ని చేయాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మనకి ఇక్కడ 100 ఉండాలా, దీన్ని 100 చేసి మళ్ళీ దాని నుంచి తీసుకొచ్చి 100 దీనికి ఇట్లా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ అనేది ఇలా ఉంటుంది. అవన్నీ మా ఫర్దర్ గా చెప్తాను మీకు. ఇవన్నీ ఈ రోజుకి చాలు, మీకు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారు. బట్ ఇది స్టాండర్డ్ లెవెల్ టాస్క్. అర్థమైందా? కొంచెం హై లెవెల్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, బట్ మీకు ఈజీగా అర్థమైతే చాలు.
ఓకే చంద్ర.
పానాసోనిక్ లో 4 years నుంచి చేస్తున్నాడు ఒకడు, ఈ టాస్క్ తెలియదు ఎట్లా చేయాలి.
మేము కూడా జస్ట్ మౌంట్ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాము, ప్లస్ మౌంట్ ని వాడుకుంటున్నాం డిప్లాయ్స్ కి. లైక్ మాస్టర్ అండ్ స్లేవ్ లాగా డిఈ సర్వర్ ని పెట్టుకొని దాని డిఈ సర్వర్ లో మౌంట్ ప్లేస్ లో JFrog ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్ ని అక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసుకుని అక్కడ నుంచి వెబ్ యాప్స్ ఫోల్డర్స్ కి టామ్క్యాట్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్స్ కి ప్లేస్ చేసి కాపీ చేసుకుంటాం. జస్ట్ అక్కడే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మౌంట్ లో ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసుకొని మౌంట్ పాత్ అనేది ప్రాపర్ గా వర్క్ అవ్వాలి. సో మౌంట్ క్లీనప్ కూడా ఒక జెన్కిన్ జాబ్ రాసి పెట్టుకున్నాం అనమాట, ఎవ్రీడే మౌంట్ క్లీనప్ కి. సో ఆ వేలో
అన్వాంటెడ్ వే లేకపోతే
కరెక్ట్ ఆల్రెడీ డిప్లాయ్ అయిపోయిన అన్వాంటెడ్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్ అన్ని క్లియర్ అప్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట.
సరే, మీకు అర్థమైనాయి కదా?
అర్థమైంది చంద్ర.
మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్, మీకు రేపు రియల్ టైమ్ లో కానీ ఇవి ఎవరు చెప్పరు ఇవి.
ఓకే
ఓకే. మీకు ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే మీకు ఎంతో హెల్ప్ అయితది. రేపు ఇవి ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కూడా మేము చాలా మంది ఎవరు ఆన్సర్ చేయలేరు ఇది.
కరెక్ట్.
ఎల్‌విఎం లాజికల్ వాల్యూస్ ఎప్పుడైనా క్రియేట్ చేసారా? తెలుసా? ఇది అంటే చాలా మందికి ఆన్సర్ చేయలేరు.
ఓకే.
ప్లస్ ఒక వేలో ప్రాసెస్‌గా సింపుల్ అండర్‌స్టాండింగ్‌గా అంత ఈజీ కాదు. ఓకే. నేను ఈ కమాండ్స్ కూడా ఇస్తున్నా. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఎఫర్ట్స్ అనేది ఊరికే పోకూడదు. అది నేను చెప్పేదంతే.
ఓకే.
మనం
ఓకే సార్.
కష్టపడుతున్నాం అంటే మీరు ఒక పర్పస్ కోసమే మీరు కష్టపడతారు. నేను చెప్తున్నానంటే ఒక పర్పసే.
ఓకే.
ఫుల్‌ఫిల్ అవ్వాలంతే.
ఓకే.
ఓకే దెన్.
థాంక్
ఇది
యూ.
చాలు. ఇది చూడండి. ఓకే. థాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే. బై.